It appears the unrest in the southeast of Nigeria has reached a saturation point as more people in the zone are voicing against it. The Ohanaeze Youths Organisation has joined the call for an end to insecurity in the zone. The Secretary General of the group appealed to Igbo youths to join hands with the southeast governors to end the Monday sit at home in that zone. Jide, it has gotten to a boiling point and all hands on deck now. Stakeholders now are now rising up because it has done enough damage to the economy and it has done enough damage in terms of safety of life and property this Monday sit at home.
You know, I was watching the story last night and I expect them to show us that story because it speaks to what we are talking about. We don't live in the zone. The people in the zone, they are saying, look, we are tired. We have to come out.
We can live
it was on our bulletin. It was on our bulletin last night. And the people showed their anger. And I was happy that we had that many people coming out to say, look, we are tired. We don't want to sit at home anymore. And again, Bamidele, the correspondent in Enugu,
Ajayi,
also filed a story showing us how Enugu was buzzing on a Monday. He went to even some of the department stores, some of the malls, and you see everything
as a major victory.
I was really excited.
Enugu.
Yes.
But that governor really has been persistent since he got there.
You know that stories actually speak louder than all the trenches that we are saying. Yeah, all the trenches that we are speaking here.
People on ground.
You see people on Sunday. We can be talking about this. People will say this is an exaggeration. When you see that story that boy filed, you see clearly markets, people selling chicken, people selling... I'm
sure our producer is trying to just look for it.
I mean, it just makes sense. Let people see. Those who are saying that, oh, it's because they are lazy, they don't want to confront these people, let them have a chance to see what happened in Enugu. You will now see that more than before, our people in the southeast are showing that, look, they are tired of this. And the man for whom the thing was instituted in the first place, Nnamdi Kanu, has written in his own handwriting, he said, I have stopped sit at home, no more sit at home. Why should a certain Simon Ekpa be telling people that for 2 weeks they should sit in their houses? And some people are already obeying him. 2 weeks, people don't go to work in these difficult times. What will they eat? There are people in our country that if they don't work on a given day, the whole family starves.
Yep.
So what is the meaning of all this? I think that time has come for us to put an end to the nonsense called sit at home in the southeast that is crippling the economy of the zone and ensuring that they are not contributing enough to the GDP of our country. I mean, for God's sake, that is one zone that can give a lot more.
Okay, to give you an insight into this, let's play that story from Bamidele.
In recent times show effort by stakeholders to ensure Southeast is continued. Every Monday sit at home order. The civil unrest was designed to protest the continuous incarceration of Nnamdi Kanu, leader of proscribed indigenous people of Biafra. An event that has resulted in loss of lives and property, as well as disrupting the economic activities of the sub-region.
So the greatness we've talked about, the promises...
Enugu State Governor Peter Mba and host of other Igbo leaders are resolute in their demands to end the civil disobedience. At this news conference, personal aide of the IPOB leader, Rita Anebogu, confirmed the authenticity of the letter Nnamdi Kanu released through his special counsel.
The letter that Barrister Jimako presented to the press is very authentic and is from Nnamdi Kanu. Anyone claiming otherwise is doing so for ulterior motive, which time and Chukwuokike Abiama will expose.
Rita and other pro-Biafra groups jointly rejected the continuous enforcing of the sit-at-home order in the sub-region.
We, the pro-Biafra groups of Enugu State Extraction, stand with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as we say, we collectively reject the sit at home. Let it end now. Onye gburu nwanne anaghị azụ odogwu n'ala Igbo. No one becomes a hero in Igbo land by killing his own brother.
She urged the enforcers of the order to understand that the struggle is a political case that needs the support of all Igbo leaders.
Nnamdi had realized that we have to work with the political leaders of Igbo land to make a successful case for Biafra. Simon Ekpa should cease and listen to voices of reason. There is no way we will realize Biafra from Tigbo Zogbo.
The group issues 10 warning to enforcers of the sit-at-home order to refrain considering the socioeconomic and total well-being of the people of the Southeast region. Bamedele Ajayi, TVC News, Enugu.
The faction of the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra, led by Simon Ekpa, declared 2-week sit-at-home in the Southeast region, starting from 31st July through 14th August. But the leader of the group, Nnamdi Kanu, in a handwritten letter from the DSS detention, said anyone giving such order is an enemy of the people and asked them to ignore the order. Imo State residents in Owerri defied the order as shops opened for business.
We actually crave for the market to be open because we are tired of the sit-at-home, to be sincere. And we really wish the government can actually come out, sensitize the people also on the dangers of sitting at home every morning, because it's really affecting the economy of the states in particular and the Southeast in general.
The market is open today, as we can see. In fact, that's the singular reason I came here personally today, to see for myself what is happening. And now I have seen that the market is open. The people know that they gain nothing by sitting at home. They are here today. They are trying to earn a living, and you can hardly blame them for that.
The Imo State Commissioner of Police, Mohammed Bade, reassured the residents to go about their businesses as their security is guaranteed.
The issue of sit at home should be ignored. Everybody should come out to continue performing his lawful businesses without any hindrance. We are there for everybody, and we must protect life and property. And we pray that all the Imolites too will reciprocate by giving us vital information where necessary.
The order has continued to take its negative toll on the socio-economic lives of the Southeasterners. As people now ignore it, it will soon be a history in the region. Prince Oba, TVC News, Owerri.
Okay, CKN, I'm sure that you two, you're kind of relieved to see this kind of thing, because for months it just went like that, the Monday sit-at-home thing.
Yes, I am. I'm happy, and good enough the report is coming from my state. That makes me happy. I am of the school of thought, and one of those that I always say that resolution of the issue of sitting at home lies on the hands of leaders of the Southeast. I've said that time and time again, and that's what we say in Igbo, that more like Kokoroto Jeffo. So yes, of course. Jide is laughing.
That's why I like CKN.
I'm sitting here. You are blowing Yoruba.
Not the Peninsula
Yoruba. So what is that means is that I have always believed that once we have the political will and readiness to be able to do the needful, we can stem this in time. Igbos have never been known as cowards. We proved it time and time again over the years, without any recourse to any issue. Recourse to Igbo, an Igbo man is one of the most liberal-minded individuals, and when he decides to do something, he goes for it. So for some people to bring a whole nation on his leave for years now. It's not into hand. And we said it, and I said time again that the solution to this problem lies with the leaders of the Southeast, the governors of the Southeast, the chiefs and kings within the South, traditional rulers in the Southeast, and even the religious leaders. But good enough, the youths are also coming out now to lend their voice. But what I will say is that while we are making progress on this, let us also realize, because there is still a big elephant in the room, which is Simon Ekpa. Why the government is using the carrot and stick approach? If you talk about Enugu, you need to go to Enugu to see the militarization in Enugu presently. You cannot move any street. I'm talking of Enugu. I'm not talking of Imo State, where I come from. I'm talking of Enugu. You cannot, in Enugu town, you cannot move an inch from here to the gate without seeing an army checkpoint. It has been totally militarized. And boys know that, which is why I commend. That's why I commend the new chief of army staff. Yes, General Lagbaja, because during the army,
it was a GOC there now.
Yes,
really,
it was a GOC now.
81 division.
The way he spoke during the army week celebration in Ibadan, I know that something is going to happen in the South, and I'm sure he's getting the cooperation of everybody. Everybody seems to be on the same page now and ready to make sure that this is nipped in the bud.
All right, we'll take this break, and when we come back, we'll talk more. Thank you for staying with us. My friend Joe Igboko just sent me a message. Our people are now talking. I thank God, because Joe Igboko's property was burnt in Nnewi. Yes. His house was burnt. He went home. For a long time, he couldn't go home. And he has been shouting that something, should be done about the security situation.
There's a lot of kidnapping, a lot of mindless killing of people in the Southeast. Even on days that we don't have sit at home, these brigands still operate with reckless abandon. There are some areas, especially the border between Anambra and Imo, very dangerous. Very dangerous. The area where the governor of Anambra comes from is also known to be dangerous. So if they can go burn down a whole local government headquarters, you can imagine they think that nobody can stop them. But they are feeling the heat now, because if you are reading, the army is going to meet them in their training camps and other places and engaging them in gun battle. So I believe that the security of the Southeast will improve very soon. We shall begin to see that improvement. And it was significant for Nnamdi Kanu to come out to say, look, I've cancelled I've cancelled the sit at home, because Nnamdi Kanu can never wish to see his own people suffer. If he started the struggle because of his people, and the struggle has been hijacked by miscreants, by cultists,
killing
who refuse to obey his directive that, sit at home should be only on days that is taken to court. Whether they are taken into court or not, you see those boys will still go and be forcing
terrorized students, terrorized teachers.
Yes.
Go to INEC office.
Beat people up, So I think that is very significant that Nnamdi Kanu came out to say this, and it offers hope that even his matter could eventually be resolved diplomatically. I've always believed that dialogue can work. I know some people don't like it when I talk in this manner, but it's coming from my heart, and this is how I feel. And as a traditional title holder from the source of the Southeast, I cannot watch my people in the Southeast suffer. That's why I'm talking in this manner. Those who call us tribalists, we celebrate their ignorance with them. But this is the truth. We can achieve peace in the Southeast. That's what we want to see. Look at the port of Onitsha, for example. The port of Onitsha, if we get it working, I was there when I went to do the story of the second Niger, the documentary. He said, that's just a port wasting away. In fact, it's Julius Baja that is using it as their dump site for their equipment. That's a port. We have many ports in our country that are wasting away. Everybody concentrates on the one in Lagos.
Deplorable state of roads.
Simon Ekpa. Yes, as I was, Jide rightly said it, that this gives a window of opportunity for the federal government to take it to the next level. Nnamdi Kanu has shown some level of commitment, and you can see that he has shifted a bit from his hard stand in the past. Not that he said that there will be sit at home every time. He said the original iPod said sit at home only the day that Nnamdi Kanu is being taken to court. Not every Monday. That every Monday is the making of certain individuals. Now that he has given a directive, the Simon Ekpa that is in Finland is giving a counter directive. And I think
from 31st of July.
Yes, from that
for 2 weeks.
somebody sits down in Finland. You see him on social media celebrating himself, celebrating his family, showing his family, his opulence and the rest of them. And somebody is sitting down in the Southeast and obeying him and taking AK-47 to kill his fellow listening. I think, and I still believe that the federal government, it's good we are using the carrot and stick approach, as I said, but the federal government should make a formal complaint to the Finnish government on the we have not done that. I don't think the Buhari government did that. I believe that the president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu government should do that, and if possible, ask for, if not repatriation of Simon Ekpa, let him come here and be given the directive. No problem. That's not the problem.
Let's see him eyeball to eyeball.
I don't have any problem with. Let him. He's from Ebonyi State. Let him go and stay in Abakaliki and be. Why
what he's doing is the definition of cowardice.
And that's what let him
to
come
stay far away and be issuing directives. He's saying that he will not entertain anything. That he wants an interface, direct interface with Nnamdi Kanu. How can you have direct interface with Nnamdi Kanu where you are thousands of kilometers away?
Nnamdi Kanu was never a coward. He came to Umma. He was in Umuahia throughout. He came back from UK. He's a British citizen, but he came back to because he believed in the cause. He was in Umuahia for a long time, championing this thing until the issue with military and the rest. So that is, let Ekpa, we are appealing to him to come down and
some of those countries too, even their extradition procedures are very tedious. Very tedious.
Especially they are citizens of that country.
They are very tedious. Some of those Scandinavian countries and like Finland, the rest of them, it will be difficult. It will be very difficult. But at least let's start. Let's start the incoming, the next Minister of Foreign Affairs put machinery in motion to have this guy brought to Nigeria to face justice. Because it's just unfathomable. The extent to which is good. Sometimes he will even say he has imposed a curfew. He will mention days of sit at home, days of curfew.
These are some of the issues that people take to IC. International Criminal Court.
Honestly.
It's genocide. What is doing is genocide.
It's inciting
people. It's inciting people to kill. That's what happened in Rwanda. That was how it started. And that's how they were killing people.